is Lisa, and tonight I'm going to read you a book. The book is called Lost Treasure of the Emerald Eye, and is the first book in the Geronimo Stilton series ever published. It's a children's book. Let's go to start. Lost Treasure of the Emerald Eye. Chapter 1. Late again. Beatrice's bath. It was 9 o'clock, and Geronimo Stilton, was late for work again. I rolled out of bed in a minute and was dressed into pretty fast, considering I am really not a morning mouse. Jesus slices. I hate Monday mornings, I grumble, while brushing my teeth with cheddar flour toothpaste. Then I hurry downstairs, stumble over my tail, and tumble all the way down to the door. Thump, thump, thump. So much for being quiet as a mouse. The streets of New Mouse City, the capital of Mouse Island, were as noisy as ever. I guess everyone was late just like me. Cheese delivery trucks were everywhere, horns blasting, mice, rats, and rodents of every size and shape raced by in cars, taxis, and Mouse Jordan sneakers. Taxi! I shouted, jumping into a cab. 17 Swiss cheese center. Minutes later, we pulled up to my editorial office. Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you that I run a newspaper. It's called the Rodents Gazette. I took the stairs two at a time, and birds inside. What a workout! I was pooped. Maybe I shouldn't have cancelled my membership at Rats Lalam after all. But before I could think about it, Mosella, my secretary, tackled me. Mr. Stilton, finally, she cried, her glasses dangling off one ear. There is a crowd of rodents waiting to see you. The designers, the printers, the mouse who works the water cooler, and the editor-in-chief wants to speak with you immediately. I headed to my desk. Mosella followed. The copy machine is jammed. She continued. Another mailroom mouse quit. Boss, don't forget you promised me a raise. My head felt like it was about to explode. Even my whiskers hurt. I wouldn't wish this day on the meanest cat ever. I hate Mondays. Chapter 2. Tia's Secret. At lunchtime, my sister Tia, who is a special correspondent for the Rodents Gazette, came by on her motorcycle. I seated. So, what is it? I asked impatiently. But my sister was busy looking at the menu. Why don't we order first? She said. Cheddar ravioli for two, she told the waiter, with extra spicy tomato sauce. Spicy, I groaned. You know I get heartburn. Did I mention my sister can be incredibly annoying at times? Tia waved her bow. Oh, please, you could use a little spice in your life. Besides, you'll have to get used to eating all sorts of food on our trip, she whispered, winking at me. Trip? What trip? I asked. Shh. Shh. Do you want everybody to know? She said, pinching my tail. Well, what are you talking about? I hissed. Tia, glance around. Hold your whiskers. I think the waiter might be spying on us. It looks a little suspicious. Suspicious, she said. Who on earth would want to spy on us? I cried. My head started to pound. If you only knew, my sister replied, looking very mysterious. I clenched my fist. I couldn't take it anymore. I climbed onto my chair and screamed, "What are you talking about?" Everyone stared. Slimy Swiss balls. Someone got up on the wrong side of the hall today, said Tia, but she began talking anyway. I found a map on an island showing the spot where treasure is buried, she squeaked. The Emerald Eye. From under the table, she pulled out a yellow piece of paper. I found this map at the flea market, she continued. Oh, Herinkins. Oh, Jerinkins, you must come with me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, she finished excitedly. First of all, don't call me Jerinkins. 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 My name is Geronimo, I cried. Second, I will be too busy at work. We are about to publish the next volume of Rodent Rules for Dummies. And besides, whoever heard of an emerald eye? It was ridiculous. Tia grabbed my bow and stared straight into my eyes. But you are my big brother. You can't let me go on my own. Jerry Berry, she squeaked in her sweetest voice. My sister could convince a cat to cook dinner for her. The name is Geronimo, I shouted. That night, I drank about 10 cups of snoozy time tea. Listen to my squeaky sound sleep tape, uncounted grilled cheese sandwiches. Still, I didn't sleep one wink. Okay, let's continue. Chapter 3. Sheep, junk for less. Cheap junk for less. The next day, we went to the harbor. So, Jerrykins, promise you'll come with me. You're not going to let me sail off all on my own, insisted Tia. Don't call me Jerrykins, I cried. The name is Geronimo. Here's one thing you should know about my sister. When she gets an idea in her head, it sticks like a mouse in a glue trap. Before I knew it, I had promised to go with her on a ridiculous treasure hunting trip. As every respectable mouse knows, a rodent's promise is nothing to joke about. Shall we cheese bits? Shouted Thea, breaking into a dance. Then Thea showed me a boat belonging to an old retired sea captain. It was the color of cheddar, extra sharp, my favorite. The ship's name seemed to be a good sign too. Lucky lady, lucky lady. My sister stared at the ship, then she winked at me. You know, you sailors are really not enough for this boat, she said. Do you know who else could come with us? Trap. He says he's an expert sailor. My memories of my cousin, Trap Stilton, also known as Bushy Paul, were not very good. When he was young, it was a real nightmare. Trap, I sputtered. But, dear, don't you remember when he tied my tail up in a knot? I had to wear the same pants for a week. What about the time he dyed my whiskers with that purple grape juice? But as I said, when my sister gets an idea in her head, there's no stopping her. Minutes later, we stood in front of Trap's thirst shop. Cheap junk crystal that was supposed to ward off curse, a box of silver whisker curlers, a superpowered fur dryer. We went in. As the door opened, it triggered a bunch of small brass bells hanging from the ceiling. Inside, a plumpish mouse with short paws and a pencil tucked behind his ear sat with his feet up on a comfy reclining chair. He wore baggy blue pants and a pair of bright red suspenders. He was strapped a lip and scurried toward us with surprising speed. Well, I'll be a mouse, uncle, he shouted, crushing my bow in his. Long time no see. You two are always together, huh? Like cream and cheese. So what's up? Want to buy something? Let me tell you right up front. No discounts. Not even to relative. Cash only. He shouted in our ears. Is there somewhere quiet we can talk? Asked Thea. Trap led us into a library filled with books on every subject. Cats, cheese, cats with cheese, and the mice who love them. The air smelled musty, as if the windows hadn't been opened since Christopher Columbus discovered Mouse Island. All of a sudden, we heard a horrifying sound. Meow. Thea and I leaped up in the air. Cat! Cat! We jerked together. Trap rolled around on the floor in a fit of laughter. He sputtered. That's no cat. It's just a tape recording. It comes on automatically as soon as someone enters the library. Very cute, don't you think? Adorable, squeaked Thea, rolling her eyes. Well, it does keep rat burglars away, and slimy sewer rats too, smirked Trap. I wonder if I could take up a patent on it, he had. I could just hear the wheels turning in his tiny mouse-sized brain. I could make a bundle, he mumbled, his eyes shining. Then he turned back to us. So anyway, what are you two looking for? I don't have much time to shoot the cheese. I'm a very busy mouse. You know, he added with pride, puffing out his fur. Trap listened to Thea's plan with half closed eye, but I could tell he was interested because his tail started to twitch when she mentioned the emerald eye. Okay, I'll join you, he agreed, but anyone who dares to lay a bow on my part of the treasure is a dead rat. Dead rat. We toasted to a successful trip and twisted our tails together. We squeaked to our trip. Friends together, mice forever. Chapter 4. Take me with you. When he was younger, he always thought out before I had a chance to finish my tale. That's why I dedicated my book, Stilton, Cheesy Tales for Tiny Mice, to him. To Ben, I wrote, may you stay awake long enough to finish this book. Today, I can hardly believe my little nephew is already 9 years old. I remember when he was just a squeaky little thing, drinking cheese sauce from a baby bottle. You're going on a trip? Ben asked when he heard about my plans. Oh, please, 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 take me with you, Uncle. I can be your assistant. I can carry your notebook, and I can sharpen your pencil with my cat-tooth pencil sharpener. He pleaded. Sorry, 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 Ben, I said, ruffling his fur